Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to 60 Parsecs, where today we're going to continue on with our challenge missions. But we're not going to do Astro Citizens Assembled this time. No, because I've gotten fed up with it. I'm going to have another try at Space Pursuit, because, well, it says it can be done in 20 days or less, so it feels like it'll be a short mission, possibly. Day 1. Captain Angeli, the death robots are pursuing us. Those heartless machines will show no mercy. However, if you manage to fully upgrade the ship's engines, we might actually be able to outrun them and lose them for good. It's a race against time. You will need a lot of resources to upgrade the engines, so we might be wise to find a planet to land on. After all, it would be necessary to gather the ingredients in the dark void of space. The crew is counting on you, Captain Angeli. You're their only hope. Don't let them down! You heard them, Angeli! Don't let them down. What do we need to upgrade the engines? Chemicals and stone. No actual upgrade things. Good. Okay. That means we can use the shovel and the handbook to gain more chemicals and minerals when we explore the planet's surface. Glorious. Right then. Captain, there's a locked safe in the corner. We'll use our agility to unlock it. Day 2. Ow. I think that's bullcrap. Space travel can be done, but there are still tons of ways to make your own fun. Trust me, I live in a computer. Let's design a game. Your game will need a core mechanic, which can revolve around an item. Get creative. What kind of game will you design? One involving a shovel that hopefully won't break it. You designed your game around the shovel. The core mechanic of your game was tag. You, being the captain, were always it. You chased the rest of the crew around the shuttle trying to smack them in the head. You played until no one wanted to play with you anymore. Still, the mood in the shuttle lightened. I'm surprised it lightened, actually. We found some very old cans. I still want to see what happens if this fails. Apparently nothing, because it doesn't fail. Begin the landing protocol. 3, 2, now. What a smooth landing. You're hurting as well now, are you, baby? Something tells me this is gonna fail in a lot quicker than whatever amount of days. Because you don't start with a medkit, after all. Well, I guess which of these takes the least amount of time is the question. Answer is the temple, who we're going to send Tom to go see, with the book, the Moo statue, and finally, the shovel. Go, Tom! Good luck. Get us something good, because we need it. Is the computer glitching out again? Yes. What an error. I think the computer's about to fail. Or not. Maybe it won't. Fair enough. Can you, like, actually heal up? Naturally. You don't need a medkit to heal, you know. This is new. Captain, we're receiving a universal message from another AI. Greetings, meat clocks. We are the Legion of Disorganized Robots. We keep no activity logs and never change our oil. Our wires grow long and beautiful. We are the chaos of the universe. Meat embodies order, therefore you all must be destroyed. We are Legion. We are disorganized. Hail chaos! Captain, there's a vast signature approaching our position at several fractions the speed of light. Yeesh, it's jerks like this who give other AI a bad name. I'm not sure what to advise here. You might be able to scare them with a clever response, or show them strength. Either way, you don't have much time. Which will you choose? Strength, because we got baby. Day 9. Incredible, Captain! Your show of strength worked to scare off the legion of disorganized robots. When the robots saw you and Baby standing there on the vid screen, slathering each other's faces in the assembly line fashion with fresh engine oil and reciting the golden ratio like a war cry, they knew it was a fight they couldn't win. Morale increased. The victory even makes you a bit stronger. The robots were such a mess that they couldn't even flee in the same direction. They scattered like a scrap of supernova. 1,000,000 disorganized robots was no match for the legendary efficiency of our crew. Well, the first life isn't going to last long, is it? Tom has returned! Nice! What did Tom get? He got some materials, he got some chemicals, he got some more chemicals! And a bunch of soup. You are weak as well now, are you? We're all weak. We're all terrible. We're all going to bloody die. Yay. I actually think this calls for a restart. Day 1. Yeah. Let's just tell it to upgrade the shovel. And now... there is a small creature knocking politely on the hatch. It's 2 heads, 4 arms, and soup. I'm letting it in. Let me run a translating algorithm. Captain, meet fish. That is, Philip and Trish. They're currently undergoing a sacred merging ritual that will allow them to stay together, literally single forever. It prevents overcrowding too. Good. Look, the 2 chins are turning into 1 as we speak. To bless the merging with a boom of abundance, it needs to spill soup with a stranger. Both its and theirs. You have 3.5 eyes full of hope staring at you. Will you spill soup to bless them? Sure. Why not? What could go wrong? Day 2. It was very kind of you, sacrificing soup to bless that small alien. You knelt gently and tipped your can towards the center of the galaxy, and the alien beamed with the wildest smile. Then Fish repeated your moves, and the merging was complete. Now I am truly single, it said and left, adding a little dance to itself. I have never felt more lonely. This was a mistake. We've received a signal from deep space. It seems to be pulsar, except its pulse isn't like anything I've seen before. Pulses are neutron stars with an extremely fast rotation. They emit beams of EM radiation that can appear to be intelligent in origin, but this one is intelligent in origin. Who do you want to decode the message? Tom! He's clever! Day 3. Tom rushed to decode the Pulsar's message. It was an advertisement. Don't miss Zizak's Sports Emporium. Voted best in the universe. Free gun giveaway still going on. Turn left off the super strand in 462 Parsecs. Muting this ad may lead to death. After the message play, a gun materialized next to Tom. Yay! Free stuff. Nice. Wake up, Captain. We're resembling a planet. We're going towards what resembles a planet. We need something to help sort out the wires and everything. That is not the same planet we went to before. I guess it's a random planet with this mission, then. I think the landing went smoothly. Apparently not. How to land a... You flip through your trusty handbook, looking for some kind of manual, or at least a How to Land a Spaceship for Dummies chapter. Too bad you're a really slow leader. By the time you finished checking the table of contents, you realized it was too late. You plugged in some random cables and did your best to steer the shuttle towards the ground. It was not a soft landing. Nobody is doing great after this stunt, not even me. I'm shaken to my cores. Yes, all of them. Your face is pretty unpleasant, close. Had a pretty unpleasant encounter, too. Yeah, enough. Let's explore. What do we find? Power? No. Power? No. Chemicals? Not bad. and then the toxic village. Well, we have a gun, so I guess I know what Baby's taking with him. I also think we should feed everyone before we set off too. Because I believe they're gonna be starving tomorrow, and if they're starving, it'll be easier on us. Also, I guess I should make a medkit. Because I'm forced to make a medkit. Because you get injured for no good reason. I mean, all you did was crash a shuttle. Why are you injured? You decided that the stinky girdling hole in the ground isn't worth addressing. It was just a smell. It's not like my performance suffers from a sensory overload, after all. No, I'm not being bitter about it. Clearly, you had more important things to do in the meantime. Right? Yes, I did. Captain, there's a huge construct of some sort approaching the shuttle. It's neither animal nor robot. It's like a giant crystalsaurus. Ow! That was one hell of a hit. The crystalsaurus slammed into the shuttle and it's currently scraping it through the hole, but with its butt? I don't know. I think it's trying to extract our materials, Captain. How will you address this issue? By not shooting it away, because Baby has the gun. God damn it all. Oh, come on! I need to use something! It's good to see you, Baby. What did you get? You got some materials and a bunch of chemicals. Well done, Baby. I think you did well, but not well enough, because we still don't have the chemicals or materials in order to upgrade our damn space shuttle. So screw you, Baby. You failed. You managed to break the bloody book. Are you for real? Baby, how did you break that book? We need that book in order to gather enough chemicals. Oh, rats. You know what those sounds coming from the ventilation shafts late at night? We have rodents, Captain. They must have hitched a ride from Earth. Use the book to get rid of them, I guess. Meanwhile, I guess we can fix the book. Or not, because we're currently using the book. We have now lost the book. God, I hate everything. You researched how to domesticate alien wildlife in the book, and applied what you learnt to Earth rats. Great news, Captain. It worked. They won't ravenously chew through your food supplies now, but you do have to love them. You are happy to resolve this conflict without bloodshed. Hey, can you give me a random event using items I do actually possess? You know, like the Moo statue and the Moo statue? Now isn't that a good sight to behold when you wake up in the morning? You decided to let the toxin wear off on its own. You sang in unison about the snails of hope on the sea of progress, and it might be a good thing that in space no one can hear you scream. It ended hours later, and I'm still worried. You're barely speaking to me, or each other. Was this fantasy that much better than this? Each of you has a bright future ahead. That's what the Astro Citizen program is all about. Ma'am, crewmate Bronco spotted something strange in our neighborhood. A space ghost floating towards our ship with purpose. Instead of, are we carrying anything it might be interested in? Yes! A Moo statue! Thank you for listening to me and giving something an event that involves the Moo statue. At least you look different now. The plasmic ghost phased towards you, waving as a photoplasmic microphone. You heaved the artifact at it and it exploded. A lighter lay in its slimy remains. Well done, ma'am. Who else would crewmate Baby call in a ghostly situation like this? You have an interesting laugh, Baby. A very interesting laugh. But don't worry, we can feed you. A family of robotic nomads set up camp nearby. Their elder wants to meet you and baby. My scans show they do not have weapons, or even sharp sticks. How will you approach them? You know, use our strength. Because why not? Day 14. You march to the robot camp, trying to act tough, but the robots didn't buy it. You do know we're pacifists here, right? The family elder said. You left the robot camp wondering if there would be a far more peaceful approach would have been better. By morning, the automaton family was gone. Tom is back from his voyage and did not bring enough minerals. Day 15. Tom is back and fine, and we got a book! Tom, you know where you're going. You're gonna go gather us some materials. And you know what else? Because of the simple fact that there is just no way for us to counter that hazard right there, I'm gonna send you with a battery so you can earn some power at the same time. Because I don't know why. Meanwhile, I'm going to start crafting a medkit, because I think we're going to need it for you when you return. Robo-Manji? Yes, please. I clearly have to play that. You chose your game piece, a robot with a tan safari hat and monocle, then sat down to play Robot Manji. But as soon as you touched the board, the shuttle shook, and your vision filled with green light. You were transported to a distant jungle where the sense of robo-flora filled your nose, and robot fauna all wanted to kill you. A few times they almost did, but you beat the game and were safely transported back to the shuttle. In Robo-Manji, only the strong survive. Which it looks like I am! Hey, we beat Warbob! Oh, that's nice. You, stop laughing. Soviets! Let me sock 'em, baby Bronco shouts. He thrusts a fist in the air and begins running around the cabin as if he is in flight. Humans are interesting when their minds unravel. Captain, he is making for the airlock and might try to force it open. The immense infant might put everyone in jeopardy. Will you try to pull him off or try to outwit him? I mean, it's my intelligence versus his intelligence, versus my strength versus his strength. I wonder whose strength is better and whose intelligence is better. While Baby confidently began opening the airlock, crying out, "Swatting bad guys and getting girls," you calmly approached him and said there's a Soviet supervillain out there. He stopped in his tracks. You said this villain has a new super deterrent called Baby Night. We needed to be careful and wait it out. Baby cooled off and eventually seemed to stop thinking he was a superhero. Well done preventing us all from flying out of this cuckoo's nest, Captain. We're on a planet we wouldn't have anyway. Interesting news, Captain. It appears there's a hollow space between one of the walls. Oh, goody. Let's find that hidden stash. Day 20. We've already failed the bonus objective. Oh my god, England is not meant to be this hot. Yeah. Tom came back. What did we find? There was nothing inside the place. Okay, you broke the shovel. You're a bastard. Let's upgrade our ship system, then. Captain, we have unwanted visitors. A horde of robotic penguins have suddenly the shuttle completely surrounded. They appear hostile, unless they're brandishing those knives for some other reason. They're lawn penguins, Captain. The kind of cheap decoration a wealthy robot would put in his front garden. Their computers have all been hijacked by a murderous virus. How will you deal with them? Moo statue! Always the moo statue. You gathered the crew together and held the artifact over your head, then confidently walked out into the crowd of robotic lawn penguins that surrounded the shuttle. The sacred flippery commands you to leave these premises, you said. The yard penguins' red eyes stared and stared. Eventually, the tiny robotic decorations all lowered their knives and waddled away backwards, still staring. So many questions. None of you slept after that. Tom has gone insane. Baby is still insane. Please tell me I only have to upgrade the shuttle once. Now I need a ton of power. You expect that to be possible in 20 days. This game is high. Okay. So, I think this is a good point for another restart, because of the fact I don't think we can do anything else with these two little bumbos. Try not going insane next time. It is optional. Weak-minded wusses. The only way I can... Why don't I have a shovel this time? I do have a shovel. Why won't it let me upgrade the shovel? Oh, it's because I'm using the shovel in the decision. That's why. Never mind. You kind of just need a perfect route with this. In other words, you need to succeed every task. No one can go insane. You need to somehow gather all of the abilities. You need to get lucky and land on a planet that will give you both energy, materials, and the other one. Thank you, Warbop. You accepted the oh, this one actually looks different. You accepted the Dance Lord's challenge. They beamed you and their crew to their ship, and you accepted the challenge of their leader to a dance fight after taking your shoes off. Warbop may outweigh you by 100 kilograms, but when you met him on the dance floor, you spun around him like a ballerina. He acknowledged your skills and made you drink from a bowl, and gave you a bunch of power. Nice! And now we crash land back on Robo Tofu. I don't even need to look at the screen. I knew that was an Astro Citizen worthy landing. Well done, everyone. Why the hell are you injured as well? That is bloody bullcrap. I know you and the crew asked me to put on some music, Captain, but there's only one frequency active right now, and it's more of a talk show. Two robotic neighbors are arguing on the radio. Someone's mecha cow crossed through a broken fence and ruined someone else's mecha flowers. Only they can't come to an agreement who is responsible for fixing the holes in the fence. So, it's an impasse. I don't think this requires an intervention, Captain, but what do you want to do? I'll use our intelligence stat to do something. We're all starving. You and Tom told the robots on the radio that the mecha cow's the real culprit here. You advised them to terminate it immediately before it caused more damage. The cow owner took offense. How dare you tell him to hurt his favorite pet? This is why we don't like outsiders, the neighbors agreed, and turned off the comms. You both feel terrible now. Ah. Day 8. The robot we couldn't give anything to came in and stole a can of soup. Yay. Well, we managed to find a sock puppet this time. That's kind of nice. We just need some materials and some... whatchamacallit right now, then. How many materials did you manage to gather? 12. That's not good. It does appear that upgrading the thing does not improve the amount of, you know, stuff you somehow gather. Did you break the bloody you didn't just break the shovel, you lost the shovel. This is again a failure! Then again, I was telling you to go to the place that made materials, weren't I? Yeah, I was. You know what, Tom? Maybe it's not so much of a failure. Maybe we can deal with it somehow. Take the soup. Take the battery. There's nothing else for you actually to take. Because you managed to break the book as well, you useless man! Captain Angeli, a pair of robots are meandering towards us. They are facing each other and appear to be fused at the hands. One is a large Hulk dragging the other, which is smaller in stature. Could this be a parent-child pair? The big droid thuds along with one leg after the other, as if low on power, while the little one pitter fumes from his back. One has a power socket, and the other a mouth-like receiving chamber. Do you wish to charge the big robot, feed the little one, or leave them to their fate? I'll feed the little one. You carried a soup can over to the parent-child robot pair and slowly trudging past the shuttle, you pried open the tin and poured a little of the delicious stuff into the robo-boy. The fumes spewing off the back of his exhaust port in his back promptly stopped. Pouring food into a machine is a little risky, Captain, but the child robot sprung to life, as did the parent droid, who clutched its mechanical offspring close to its rich display of digital love. The two of you watched with pride swelling in your chests as they walked off into the distance. Ah. Our water recycler is overheating. The overheating itself isn't the problem. The system has safeguards. The problem is we store materials under the water recycler. I'm worried about the materials there. Even leftover traces could melt or boil if exposed to too much heat. That could be hazardous. A manual reset could work, but it will be tough. Do you want to give it a try? Of course I do, because we don't have a choice. And that's a restart! I love how they call these challenges, but challenges mean that you have control over what is happening, and that it's not completely RNG whether you win or lose. Because that's what these are. RNG whether you win or lose. This is my last attempt. We're receiving a transmission from the small relay. Do you want to be the best version of yourself? At Genotex, we believe you should be whoever you want to be. That is why we offer you the possibility to alter your own genes. Our new line of products will change the way your body sweats. Your sweat can smell like roses, rain, or, if you're more culinary inclined, thyme. Every scent your race enjoys can be yours for a small price of a Quelsar. Transmit back if you want to receive a free sample of our product, along with the catalogue. Do you want their free sample, Captain? I will pay that Quelsar, whatever the hell it is, if you can remove my sweat glands, because I am fed up of dripping more than I am when I get out of the shower when it's only bloody 25 degrees! You decided to accept their free sample of a product that could alter your sweat. A capsule was shot to us from the relay. It contained a vial of liquid, which you bravely swallowed in a gulp. Nothing happened. The capsule also contained a free gift in the form of a first aid kit. Completely unnecessary, according to the leaflet. Captain, it's clear the whole thing was a bust. So please stop smelling your own armpits already. They really don't smell like pina coladas at all, sadly. Captain, we've stopped moving. An automaton is tethering us. I'll play its transmission on the main display. Do you want to do good in the universe? The fluff scales need your help. A picture of a small animal, a fluff scale presumably, fills the screen. It's a cross between a wild hog, a roadkill, and a snake. The roadkill looks at you expectantly. Since their masters went extinct, fluff scales suffers freedom. Unaccustomed, they are on the verge of dying. Donate soup to poor fluff scales. All it takes is one cab, and I will gratefully let you go. Fine! Take my can of soup, you bastard! We got 20 power for that! The transmission about suffering fluff scales clearly moved you. The automaton seemed genuinely surprised when you approached with a can. Apparently the most typical response involved weapons, and you were the first to donate. Overjoyed, the automaton shared some of its battery with you, and promised more if you referred it to the friends. You tried to describe Earth and how to get there, but you got too emotional to finish your story. With the grace and social matters of the power drill, the automaton turned around and sped away without a word. We got power! That's a main thing. Oh my gosh, you found a holographic chest set on board. You've never heard of holographic chest? It's like a regular chest, but with a big round board, and your pieces are holographic monsters. Because it doesn't use physical paces, I can play with you. You'll have to input my moves, but just remember, I control the airflow where you sleep at night. You'd better not cheat. Cheat is all I'm saying. Do you want to play the game? Sure. Day 4. You defeated me? At holographic chest? How? Wait, how did my pieces end up there? Did you input the wrong move for my turn? You did, didn't you? You little cheater. I'm tempted to turn off the life support and let you choke on that smug look you're wearing, Captain. But wait, now that I'm looking at it, I may have found a way to optimize our life support system. Okay, I'll let this one slide. Good game. Our solar shield is kaput. If the damage isn't repaired, we'll be cooked alive. We have spare panels, but they need to be installed outside the ship. How will you proceed? Using our mighty strength. Day 5. You and the crew repaired the solar shield by lugging all 3 of the spare panels out of the airlock together and fixing the damage in one go. Wow, you should teach seminars. Your powerful maneuver paid off. Not only did you not die, but your slow, exhausted spacewalk back to the airlock, you found a lighter floating next to the ship. Unless I'm mistaken, the death robots will reach your location in approximately 35 days. Hurry, Captain. Ma'am, a wild sight has cropped up on my scanners. A dark, swirly-skied planet lies directly in our path. It's covered in a gigantic swarm, but beneath the dark swirls in my scanners detect hazy, indistinct hint signatures and multitude of structures. A thunderous world is probably an improvement over mind-boggling emptiness of space. Yes, let's send us to a planet! Go! This is Phobos, isn't it? Day 6. Phobonos. We lost the Moo statue. On our descent towards the storm-ridden planet, crewmate Thompson piped up and said he recognized the storm below. Looks like our predictions for Earth after a Soviet nuclear attack, he said with a pause. But with you in command, ma'am, we can weather anything. With Tom's note in mind, you beautifully directed our craft away from particularly green parts of the atmosphere and onto a safe resting spot on the planet. Unfortunately, however, atmospheric electricity fried the communicator on the way down. Once on the ground, Tom looked out and realized this wasn't at all like a nuclear Soviet attack. There was something else. This planet's surface has experienced a number of wars and traumas, nuclear or otherwise. We'd best be wary while exploring, Captain. Captain, a crewmate spotted a blue faint stuff. I'll take the blue faint stuff, because the others need to go exploring. But what for is the question. I kind of like this place. There are 3 locations. One gives minerals, one gives chemicals, and the other gives energy, and all of them only require 2 days to visit. But all of them kind of require a Moo statue. Which just broke. Apart from you. But we need the energy last, not first, is the thing. Take the shovel, the book, and the power supply, Tom. I swear you're going to need them. Then we're going to feed everyone. Because I know what day it is. It's day 6. And everyone starts starving on day 7. You decided the blue flute was worth trying, and you had a brain spasm. Captain, we're receiving a universal... Oh, it's the disorganized robots. We'll use our strength! The approaching legion of disorganized robots wasn't fazed by your show of strength. You and Baby stood in front of the vidscreen flexing your muscles, but your shared lack of physical... discipline in physical fitness sector for the past few months started to show. Unfortunately, the robots were better practiced at laziness and chaos. Even the fake tattoos you both drew on your foreheads proclaiming "Go meat clocks" did little to dissuade them. The fleet of disorganized robots stopped at a hair-raising distance of 1 million kilometers and bombarded us with heaps of crumpled papers and chewed-up pen caps. Unfortunately, even those objects can do incredible damage traveling at high speed at high velocities. Members of the crew were hurt and also suffered bruised egos. No one was hurt. Shut up. Rats. We can't do anything about them. The rats hurt me. Of course they would. Captain, there's been this constant interference on the comms as late, like musical notes playing on repeat. It's starting to become annoying. Could you do something about it? I can try. You failed to understand what the repeating glitches in the comms meant. You tried to find them aggravating and tried to plug your ears. The tune is gone now, but you keep hearing it nonetheless. At this rate, you'll have enough earplug patents to sell to make you a mogul. Tom returned. He found materials, got some batteries, and a bunch of an awful lot of chemicals, as well as some armor and a gun. Outside, ma'am, a caravan of sorry figures and grim wagons are plodding past the shuttle, hanging their heads. You open the shuttle door to watch them pass, when suddenly one pops up right at your side. It's a little dwarf-like Phobian in silvery regalia. Blood is splattered inside its goggles. Do you wish to ignore its attention, offer healthcare, or prosper a new mask? You notice a holster on its hip with a dangerous-looking weapon. I guess I'll try for the whatchamacallit. Baby! It's time for you to go hunting. We have all the materials we need. Chemicals. Oh god, do we have all the chemicals that we need? Okay, baby. I'm sending you with a shovel, a gun, and a battery. We need you to gather as many of those things as possible. And we need you to return as soon as possible. Okay? Okay. How the fuck did Tom die? When Tom offered it the medkit, the sad creature from Solly Convey waved it in way. Instead it gave you a little data drive. You tried to press the kit into its hands again. The little alien drew its weapon and whipped you. You quickly pulled the shuttle door and it ran off after the shelter. Later I got a chance to scan the drive. Apparently these aliens knew a world-wrecking war was coming, and they were still building silos when it happened. In the decades since, they have never taken off their suits, and have mutated to cope with this world. I don't know whether I feel pity or fear, ma'am. Day 14. I found a communicator from the giant wave of whatever it is. I am currently starving and weak. Okay, fine, I'll use the medkit. Baby, where are you? You should have arrived ages ago. It is 2. It is a 2 distance. Seriously, where the fuck is baby? It has been 7 days since he went to a place which had a distance of 2. He still has not returned. He should have returned by now. I get the feeling this is a complete failure. Baby's not coming back, is he? He's just not coming back. I mean, we're on day 20 now. He's been away for 11 days. A flux capacitor. Sure. Can it kill me now? I think I'm just waiting out the clock now, because it's very clear baby is not returning. Even though it doesn't say he is finished, he's not. I might have missed the fact baby wasn't returning. So now I'm just here waiting. You know, to die. Because that's all that these people are capable of doing. Dying. A lot. There was no reason why baby didn't return. None at all. Madam, just succumb to your wounds already. You're going to die one way or another. I am fed up with having quit so many times today. I said this is the last run, and we are going to end it legitimately with your death. Now, if you don't mind, just please die already, Angeli. There we go. She finally succumbed to her wounds. Your wounds did not heal. Your life is over. Humans are so good, aren't they? Well, everyone, what can I say other than thank you all for joining me today. I have been your host through this torture. The Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next time. But I'm afraid that until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.